as soon as they told me that, once I was aware that Eric was going to enter transfer portal, I mean, I told him, like, look, we have to get this guy. Like, he's just, besides being just a tremendous football player, he's just a tremendous dude also. And I think now that a lot of us transfers, now that we've been in the program for a while, I think everyone is really happy that they decided to make this decision.
What's Eric like around Houston?
I mean, he's just as goofy. He's almost as goofy as Houston is. I mean, Eric is just the most uppity guy who's just like always in a positive mood. And I know Houston truly puts a smile on his face, and he's growing so fast.
Any favorite moments with you and Houston? I'm assuming you've had some interaction with Houston.
I have. I mean, the last time I was with him, I was holding him, and he kept leaning back, looking at me, and then he would like tuck his head right back on my neck, and it was just the cutest thing. And he did it like 5 times, back to back to back, and I mean, he definitely has Eric's energy and positivity.
Who are you talking about, Cade?
Eric's son.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Eric.
No,
He doesn't do that on your shoulder.
No.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Competitions or things that stand out in your mind?
Absolutely. I mean, I think one thing that me and my brothers truly cherished was our with-ball games. It was so sweet. My dad, we were grateful enough blessed to live on like a nice piece of land, and we had this huge lawn, and my dad would paint like the foul line. He'd paint out an entire baseball field in our backyard, and we would just get after it for literally all day, every day, for the entire summer. And we did that our entire lives. And it was always those two versus me. And there's like set rules on like how we can make it fair and everything. And it was just, I mean, those are the moments that, I mean, I'll remember forever.
How do you play
Well, like there's different rules. Like there's peggies. Like I get one less out than they do. I get one more out than they do. And then like there's also some rules like if the ball hits off a rock and I catch it, then it's still an out, but not for them. And then also like I can like if the ball is around the ground ball, throw it up in the air, that's an out. So like there's multiple ways that we figured out how to make it even. But I mean, we did it, and I think I got the best of them for the majority of the time. But they were definitely competitive games.
Did anyone like ever get hurt? Like you guys competing? Or any major injuries?
Oh my gosh, look at these guys. I mean, I've like sprained a couple thumbs. Like, gosh, I remember like we were playing football in our basement. Kyle dove on the couch, split his lip open, had to get stitches that day. Like we've had all kinds of, brotherly injuries and competition-like things. So, I mean, I love my brothers, and those are the two closest people to me. So every moment I've had with them, I truly enjoy it.
Cade, I'm just curious.
Hold on, do you mind if this guy gets a question right here?
Would you say you're the favorite child of the family?
No, I wouldn't. Actually, my parents both live with my brothers, so they actually decided to leave me out in the Midwest.
Okay.
So,
thank you for your time.
yeah, but I love my parents. So.
What is it about this offense that gives you so much confidence?
I mean, I think it's really just a combination of just all the guys. I think, everyone is truly bought into getting better and doing everything we possibly can to have success this season. And I think we also recognize how much talent we also have. I mean, there's a lot of talent on this offense, and we just don't want to let any of that go to waste. So we're doing everything we possibly can to be as best as we can this season.
Cade, I'm just curious. I talked to Cooper DeJean here about a week ago, and I asked him about leadership. And I just my evaluation based on what I've heard, it seems like you and him take very different approaches to leadership.
Yeah.
He's maybe the quiet Kirk Ferentz type of guy. He even he kind of quantified himself that way. And you're maybe the more fiery personality. Is there something that you think that could be powerful about the complement that you and Kirk and Cooper and kind of the leaders on this team? You're all different. You come from different backgrounds, but maybe something that this program hasn't achieved because of that.
I mean, I think overall the leadership on this team is very strong, and I think on any team it is very important to have different personalities as different leaders. So I'm going to be maybe more forward, more vocal in terms of my leadership style, where Coop is going to do it through his performance, leading by example. And I think just a combination of all the guys we have on this team, including the coaches, I think it's created a really good group of guys that are willing to lead and who are also willing to follow one another. Like, there's no competition as to who's the team leader or who's this, who's that. I mean, everyone truly respects everyone else's opinion, and I think the rest of the team are able to gravitate toward the guy that maybe, like, every person, like, there's different leadership styles, but there's also different ways to lead. So, like, some guy might need a different way of being taught something than another one. So then maybe, Coop's his guy for that, like, get him after practice, or like maybe it's in the moment and then, like, I'll go up to him and say something. And I think that just shows, like, just the camaraderie of this team. And I mean, I think it all balances itself out really well.
What are the goals? I'm curious if you say the same thing Cooper said. What are the ultimate team goals for this season?
We want to win every single game we play. We want to play with the highest effort. We want to represent Iowa football in the best way. And, you know, we want to make it to Indy. We want to win.
And he brought up something in addition to Indy. He brought up competing for a college football playoff spot. Is that, you talk about that with your teammates a lot? Given the fact that you've been there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't talk about it like that I've been there and they haven't. I definitely would never say something like that. But in terms of what our goals are, they're very laid out in front of us. We understand, you know, the direction this team wants to go, but at the same time, we're also doing everything we can right now. Like, that at some point will take care of itself, but we got to make sure that we're doing the right things right now to set ourselves up for that level of success.
Thanks, Cade.
Yeah.